This week on Movie Club, we watched the film Equilibrium. Equilibrium takes place in a world that is under a fascist government. They have implemented that everyone dose themselves with an injection drug that takes away all emotion. The film stars Christian Bale, Sean Bean, Taye Diggs, William Fichtner, and a lot of other people. Some of them look familiar. It doesn't really matter. Christian Bale plays a cleric, which is an order of the government, who basically control the population. They make sure that people are not emotional and are not holding on to items of emotional connection. There will be no music. There will be no art. There will be no anything that gives an emotional response because it is unnecessary in this world. The plot is basically that Christian Bale's character Preston loses his partner Partridge after he discovers that Partridge is a part of the resistance and is not dosing himself as he should. I suppose I could explain this more in-depthly, but basically Christian Bale's character stops taking the medication himself and eventually joins the resistance. I won't tell you what happened, but just like this review, it's not very interesting, mostly because most of the people in the film have no emotional response. There are moments where the plot kind of picked up a little bit, but to be honest, it was very predictable. I found the film to be very Matrix-like, and despite the director's attempt at gun fu, which is like kung fu but with guns, I was bored. The film did not hold my attention. I generally like Christian Bale. I generally like Sean Bean. I generally like action and dystopia and all the things that this film is basically about. But none of it really grabbed on for me. The most interesting character in the film is Preston's son, who basically is a creepy little boy. His son is in line to join the clerics when he is of age and is therefore nosy and emotionless and small, which leads to him being creepy as hell. I will say that the actor who plays his son gets lots of points because at the end of the movie, his character takes a turn and, for a child actor, is very interesting. I didn't like this film. No, but seriously, I didn't like this film. It was slow and predictable and boring. And while the kind of fast-paced gunfighting that they had in it was supposed to be like super edgy and better than The Matrix, it wasn't. Christian Bale's character at the end felt very much like a Neo character. I didn't really like it. So I would say, skip this movie. It's a waste of time. Would you rather watch somebody talk using their eyebrows and their mouth and their face and showing expression in detail? Or would you rather have someone talk to you like this and basically carry out activities and not know the meaning of life because their meaning is basically to continue forward? Whereas for people, it's to do shit and to feel stuff and to interact and to have emotions. Emotions, people! The whole point of this must be to have emotions and don't let the government take them away. I would very much like to know if any of you were actually surprised by any turn that this film took, as I was not. I honestly tried to watch this film at a previous point in time and got about 20 minutes in and gave up. I'm an emotional person, so trying to watch this film was like pulling teeth for me. I normally like Christian Bale and pretty much all the other actors in it. I will say that Taye Diggs is not of the caliber of Christian Bale and should not have been cast to be opposite him at any point in the film. That was a massive mistake. I don't know why anybody would choose that. But regardless, it happened. Not that it really made a huge difference in this film because it was kind of awful anyway. I feel like under different circumstances, with tweaks maybe to the plot or storyline, something could have changed and made this better, but in general, I didn't enjoy this. And I really do like dystopian, I like end of days, I like government control films, I like all the things that make us wonder what the future will be like. This one did nothing for me. I give 5 stars to the little boy who creeped me out through most of this film. The film itself gets like 1.5. Well, that's all I have to say for today. Thank you for watching.
You just watched Stephanie talk. Don't forget to tell her what you thought. Share it.